Hello, welcome to the Fusion Artist Studio. My name is Ed Breen, and on behalf of the Fusion Arts Alliance, each week we sit down with an artist from the Marion and Grant County area, talk about the work that they're doing, the work that they would like to do as either a performing artist or a fine artist, somebody involved in the arts community, and talk about what their contributions to the community are and what the community ought to be doing to support the arts. And today our guest is Krissy Schroeder. Krissy, welcome.
Hi, welcome.
Where is your home originally?
I'm actually from Peru.
Oh, well, not that far away.
Not too far, and I moved to Marion about 2 years ago.
Okay.
So.
Well, and why did you come to Marion?
We relocated so that my son could go to school here. Marion schools are just a lot better as far as for special needs, so we moved here for that.
Now, I got to ask you, in your childhood, did you grow up in Peru without performing in the circus?
I did. Everyone always asks me that. Peru is the biggest circus town. I did not perform in the circus.
Okay.
But I did help out a lot with circus.
Everybody does in Peru.
Everybody does. Actually, in 2015, I went to Coney Island in New York and went to a sideshow school and performed with the circus in Peru doing sideshow acts.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Talk about what you're doing in Marion.
Well, right now I'm, like I said, I moved here so that my son could go to school here. Their special needs programs are amazing. Marion schools are fantastic. And then I started working at the Y for a little while because I worked at the Y in Peru. Now I'm a gallery assistant at Echo Gallery.
Oh, talk about that. You're working for Tashima.
I'm working for Tashima, yeah.
And we interviewed Tashima on this program 2 or 3 months ago.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me what you're doing there.
So basically, when she decided to open the gallery, I had put some photography pieces in there, and that's how I got acquainted with her. And then at the middle of this year, she had to go back to school and she needed someone to run the gallery while she was teaching, because she teaches at the high school. And so I connected with her again, and now I run the gallery while she's at school. So
Your passion in life is photography.
yes.
Where did that come from?
I started taking photos in high school. Peru offers photography classes there. So I started then and did that for a while, and then after I graduated, it kind of fell under the radar. I kind of stopped taking photos until my son was born, and then I got back into it, and it became a hobby, and then now, hopefully, my career path.
Good. Describe the kind of work that you're doing.
Okay, so when I started taking like family photos and like memories for them, keepsakes of my son and other family members. And then I started to do styled shoots or themed shoots to have a creative outlet. Mm-hmm. So I've done multiple themed shoots, and that's usually what I do now. And then last year I started shooting weddings, which is absolutely fun. So
Do you like weddings?
I love weddings, so shooting weddings is amazing.
You will, trust me, if you stay with photography, you will lose your fascination with weddings.
Maybe.
What's the fun of shooting weddings for you?
Do what?
What's the fun of shooting weddings?
Just capturing all the moments for the bride and groom and all the family. Taking little detail shots of the wedding, I think, is great. All the reactions. It's just very heartfelt. So,
okay.
Yeah.
What do you do to amuse yourself? When you want to please yourself as a photographer, what do you go do?
I like to take nature photography. So I absolutely love doing landscape and flowers. So that's just a personal, as fun. So,
Okay.
and then I also love shooting the theme shoots that I do. So, putting them all together, doing the themes, getting models. So.
Do you have any interest in the journalistic side of photography?
So when I started in high school, that's what I wanted to do was photojournalism, and I just haven't done it. So I haven't done any of it. I don't know what happened.
Well, that's becoming a little more difficult to do because there are fewer publications that are print publications that are looking for photojournalists, and a lot of photojournalists are turning to the web as a place to show their work. First of all, it's unlimited in terms of what you can do with it, and it also has an audience that's broader than the daily newspaper might be. So it's a trade-off.
Yeah, I would love to do that. Like I said, it just kind of an interest that I never pursued. I don't know why.
Now let me ask you this: did you get into photography too late to have to process a roll of film?
I did. I have not processed a roll of film before. I would like to learn how. I'd like to have a dark room and learn how to do all of that, but I have not. Yeah, I was late to the scene.
It's kind of important because that's the way that you understand that photography really is simply light on paper.
Yeah, absolutely. They actually put a dark room. They have a dark room at the high school, but that was after I graduated. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
The kinds of things that you're doing now, you're doing weddings, you're doing fashion kinds of things. Who are your customers in the fashion world? Who is buying?
Who is buying? Well, the themed shoots, the styled theme shoots are just for fun. So I usually just gather friends or friends of friends to throw together ideas and come up with those. Where I make the most money would be weddings.
Okay. What does Marion offer to the creative person in photography? What is Marion offering that you're looking for?
There's just a lot of creative minds here in Marion. The art community is growing and fast here in Marion. I mean, we have art galleries, we have multiple amazing photographers. It's also a much bigger city than Peru. And so, yeah, the creative flow here in Marion is amazing. So I'm happy to be a part of it.
What could be added to this mix that would benefit you as a creative person in the community? Are you a member of the Fusion Arts Alliance?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
What can the community bring to the Alliance that would be useful?
I just think maybe being more active and taking advantage of what's here, which will allow more things to come. It's kind of hard right now because of the virus, but I think if people just get out and support the art community, it's just going to keep growing. Yeah, so I think the only thing we need is some more photography studios.
Who are the photographic artists whom you look to, whom you admire, that you've learned from?
Here in Marion?
Well, here in Marion, or paging through books, going through the web.
As far as Marion goes, Glenn Devitt, he's amazing. He's also been very supportive since I moved here. There's also a local group of photographers that kind of took me under their wing, Liz Brewer Photography. And then as far as personal favorites, I have a friend from Peru who's been working in the photography field for a while, Josh Saltzman. So all of them are great influences.
Okay. And when you sit down, go through the web, go through a book, looking for photographs, looking for ideas, any of the masters that you have turned to that you really are impressed by?
Not any specific person, but I'm always on National Geographic looking at their landscape photography. Hopefully one day I'll be as good as that. I'd love to travel and take landscape photos in the future.
We thank you. Welcome to Marion. Stay in Marion.
I will.
Keep
I love
doing
it
your
here.
photography, and maybe we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, absolutely.
On behalf of the Fusion Arts Alliance, thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back again next week with another artist. Thank you.